Among the vast realities of the multiverse, there exists a world where the heroes and villains of Marvel 616 never received their fantastic powers or battled for the fate of the world. Instead, their abilities were used in the pro wrestling ring, and their battles were for the fate of world championships. This is Marvel Championship Wrestling. It's time you come home, sister. It's time. The Phoenix flies with hellfire wings. The Phoenix flies with hellfire wings.
Hellfire wings.
You must join us, Jean. You must. You, the Phoenix.
The Phoenix.
We are sisters, bound in blood and bound in fire.
Fire.
It is foretold in the books of hellfire. The Phoenix. The Phoenix flies with hellfire wings. You must join us, Jean. You must. You must. You must.
Join us.
We are sisters. Take flight, Jean. Fly.
Fly.
Take your throne, Jean.
Jean.
After his involvement in the Stark Crossbones match last week, Baron Zemo called for this match between Nick Fury and Crossbones, saying there had to be repercussions for Fury putting his hands on Zemo. Fury obliged without hesitation. Strangely, Baron Zemo is making his way to the ring, solo. Where is Crossbones? Nicholas, I regret to inform you that Crossbones has been called away on important business with the General this evening. He will not be able to take part in the match tonight. Afraid, huh? Well, I've got my wrestling boots on and am ready to go. How about you take his place? You're the one with the issue about last week. As much as I'd love to dust off my singlet and give you a lesson in real wrestling, I believe I've found a suitable replacement. The General flew in a very special client from overseas to make up for Crossbones' absence. I present to you the Mandarin! Enter the Mandarin. This man is clocking in at over 7 feet tall. A quiet falls over the crowd as they stand in awe of the sheer size of him. Not many people make Sergeant Fury look small, but the Mandarin does just that. A bait and switch, eh? Well, the bigger they are, the harder they fall. Let's do this. Fury, ever the tactician, considers a way in on this opponent. He goes with what he knows best and starts throwing his fists, landing combinations of punches. Mandarin swats him like a fly, launching him airborne with a single backhand. This is a level of size and strength that Fury hasn't encountered before. He is lifted and slammed at will. He rolls to the outside to regroup. Mandarin is proving to be a tall order. Fury pivots and dashes into the ring. This time his right hand connects clean and the giant is brought to his knees. Nick capitalizes on his momentum and lands strikes against the ropes. Mandarin counters Fury with a kick to the jaw, displaying surprising agility for a man that size. Mandarin continues to toss Fury around with ease. Tony Stark has been watching these events unfold from backstage. He intends to return the favor from last week and head ringside to get ahead of any more of Zemo's tricks. But he's being pursued by Crossbones? Him being away on important business, apparently a ruse by Zemo. Stark is laid out flat by a chokeslam from the colossal Crossbones. Nick Fury is on his own tonight, which may be fine as he takes Mandarin's leg out from under him. He's got the big man down, lying vulnerable on the apron. Fury charges up and delivers a flying dropkick at full sprint. This could turn the tide. Zemo challenges Nick to a fistfight by the side of the ring, which catches him off guard. He considers taking the Baron up on his offer and provide him with what he asked for. But of course, Zemo wasn't interested in fisticuffs, only in allowing the Mandarin an opportunity to recover and strike from behind. A tombstone pile driver, driving the top of Fury's skull onto the hard floor. The Mandarin grabs Nick by the throat and delivers a chokeslam that must feel like falling from a 5-story building. A heavy leg drop. Mandarin secures the win. Zemo has a freak of nature on his hands. Lo and behold, the Mandarin! A testament to the General's wisdom. Celebration is in order. Crossbones, come on out. Oh, and grab our friend here on your way in. Crossbones picks up a battered Nick Fury and tosses him into the ring. Adding insult to injury, the two giants deliver another chokeslam to Fury in the center of the ring. The combined power of these two men is enough to render Fury unconscious, as is Tony Stark backstage. Let it be known, there will be a shift in the balance of power in MCW. General, the table is set for you as planned. We await your arrival next week. Next, a match for the Women's World Championship. Spiral. The unpredictable superstar from New Japan Pro Wrestling, whose in-ring talent is truly out of this world. She goes head-to-head with the champ, Phoenix Jean Grey. Jean has always said she intends to be a fighting champion, and tonight, she's backing that up and putting her title on the line against a fierce opponent. Jean opens the match with a mean powerbomb and attempts to make this a short night. But this isn't Spiral's first rodeo. Spiral, with sharp reflexes, avoids the stomp and counters with a gut kick. She brings the fight back to the champ, dealing damage, and also tries to secure an early victory. But no dice. Jean is tossed into the turnbuckle, Spiral seating her onto the top rope. A maneuver from this position surely raises the stakes. Spanish fly from up high, devastating. A move like that would finish off most opponents, but not the champ. A flurry of strikes and Jean is back on the mat. Spiral prepares to go airborne, but comes up short. The strength of the Phoenix is truly something to behold. She hurls a diving forearm to Spiral in the corner. What's this? The arena becomes bathed in blood-red light. It's Mr. Sinister. He's wearing some kind of ceremonial mask. And he's not alone. It's the Hellfire Club. Emma Frost. Madeline Pryor. They've yet to utter a word. Jean doesn't know what to make of this. Their recent obsession with Jean Grey is well documented. What are their intentions? Pryor and Frost march down the ramp towards the ring. It's Magneto! The last person expected to come to Jean's aid. And Mystique! She pounces from the stands. Chair shots to the distracted Hellfire duo, Emma and Madeline. Amidst the mayhem, Spiral scoops Jean for the pin. But the champ kicks out. Jean narrowly avoids a roundhouse kick to the head. Jean's finisher, the Phoenix Force. It's lights out. Adapting and securing the win, proving why she's the reigning champion. Jean Grey, mentally and physically exhausted. A truly bizarre turn of events. She's apparently in the sights of the Hellfire Club and the Brotherhood. A tangled web indeed. Opening up Friday fanfare is the new All-Star champion, Kingpin Wilson Fisk. He shocked the world as he cashed in an Infinity Stones briefcase to capture a surprise win at Secret Wars. But most shocking of all was his cruel attack on Daredevil after the event. He is showered with boos and taunts from the crowd. Your new champion has arrived. Finally, someone who can bring some class and prestige to the All-Star Championship. But you people wouldn't know class if it hit you over the head or threw you off a cliff. I can tell from your little chants that you're upset about what happened to Matt Murdock. I get it. I'm not a heartless man. That's why I bought myself this 24-karat gold cross. Murdock is a good Catholic, much like myself, so I wear this in his honor. Peter Parker crashes the party. If you want this guy to shut up already, give me a hell yeah. Kid, a champ is talking. I'm sure they got time for you mid-card guys later in the show. Capiche? Look, Fisk, I really like the whole Scarface Godfather thing you got going on. I'm just more of an Empire Strikes Back guy. But you know, Daredevil is a good buddy of mine. And what you did after Secret Wars, well, that makes you a real piece of... In case my Aunt May's watching. It makes you a really bad guy. Guys like you. You don't know the first thing about what it takes to become a champ. Note to self. Cheap shot people with bats and throw them off high things. Got it. Any other notes I should take? Ah, a funny man. You keep it up, you and your pal are going to end up with a very similar fate. Easy, Don Baldione. I just wanted to let you know I'm on the come-up around here. And I'm starting to think that shiny title of yours would look a lot better around my waist. Nick Fury is among those that have transitioned from military service to pro wrestling. He did so by way of the Sword and Shield Wrestling Institute, a U.S. Army-funded program that allows enlisted soldiers to train in wrestling and hand-to-hand combat. Nick was trained and mentored by pro wrestling legend, the original Sergeant Fury, who had a prominent run in the MCW and was one half of the Howling Commandos. He took Nick under his wing after retirement and passed the Fury moniker to him. Nick Fury excelled under his training and has become one of MCW's premier ring tacticians. Along with his durability and grit, Fury can finish opponents by submission or brute force. Wonder Man Williams pays the Kingpin a visit in his office backstage. Hello, Mr. Fisk. I come to you for a favor. And seeing as how I helped you with that Infinity Stones briefcase, I figured, you know, you owed me one. Williams, you were paid well, not to mention the TMZ interview I arranged. We're square. But what is it you are looking for? Well, I've got a match with this Spider-Man kid tonight. It'd be nice to have some assurances he doesn't catch any lucky breaks and steal a win from me. Ah, Parker. He's been a pain in my side as well. I will do you this favor. Let's be sure we squash this bug tonight. The main event of Friday Fanfare. Wonder Man, Simon Williams. And Spider-Man, Peter Parker. Unbeknownst to Parker, Wonder Man is plotting a sabotage of some kind with the help of the Kingpin. Fisk doesn't do many favors, so this could either blow up in his face or get him one step closer to a championship. Williams opens the match with a wonder kick, but Spidey sensed it and got out of the way. Parker crashes into his opponent in the corner turnbuckle, followed by a 360 splash from the bottom rope. And a leg drop from up high. Williams is thrown back into the turnbuckle, but knocks Parker back with an elbow strike. And gives Peter a taste of his own medicine in the corner. He's dropped face first onto the mat, and Wonder Man delivers some dirty ground attacks on Parker, crushing his hand with stomps. Counter elbow strike. And Hurricane Rana from the top rope. Spider-Man amazingly light on his feet, leaping over Williams before a flying forearm strike, who rolls out onto the apron while Peter struts his stuff to the crowd. Parker goes back to work, but is denied by Williams. A neck breaker onto the ropes puts Peter down. Wonder Man soaks in the boos from the crowd. He keeps the pressure applied and lands a vicious DDT onto the canvas. Parker is fighting his way out of the corner and sends Williams across the ring with German suplex. He springs up to the top rope and lands a moonsault at breakneck speed. He goes for the pin, but Wonder Man is crafty and aware of his surroundings. As he reaches for the rope, the ref calls a rope break to interrupt the 3 count. Wonder Man takes a breather outside the ring, likely wondering if the Kingpin is going to make good on his favor. Right on time, out walks Bullseye, microphone in hand. Apparently, he plans to announce his arrival. But no, he winds up and throws the mic from the top of the entrance ramp. Unbelievable aim by Bullseye. He tagged the ref right on the head and puts him down. He truly can turn just about anything into a weapon. He flies into the ring, dropping Peter with a tornado DDT. Peter springs back to his feet only to be blindsided by Williams from behind. This 2-on-1 attack has Parker in a bad way. Bullseye loading up, ready to strike, but Peter catches his leg and returns a kick to the midsection. Williams throws the Wonder Kick, but Spidey dodges. He takes out Bullseye instead. Spider Slayer piledriver lays Williams out flat. Parker tosses a dazed Bullseye into the turnbuckle. Wonder Man springs from behind, but is caught with an elbow. Peter sends him flying into the corner, colliding with Bullseye. Spider-Man leaps and splashes onto both men. He's fighting for his life here. The ref wakes up just in time to call the pin. Can he do it? Amazing! A spectacular performance by Parker, securing the win against all odds.